Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Yes, we're back here again, and we're still talking on veganism. It's like sunny as. Sorry if I'm squinting a little bit. And I'm also covered and a bit covered in sunscreen right now because it's like over 30 degrees in Brisbane. It's pretty warm. And here you go. I'll show you a little bit of the water again. So I've been just chatting on veganism for ages here. Hey. Just because I've been doing it for so long, and I think it's the freaking easiest thing in the world to do in Australia. So get a homestead because it's really good for you and it's good for the planet and everyone and everything on it. So, what we're talking about? We're talking about going vegan and your relationships, and this includes relationships that you have with your family, relationship that you might have with your partner. It can talk about we're talking about relationship with your friends, acquaintances, people at work and things like that in this video. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So personally, when I went vegan, I had a bit of a funny encounters with people, and I had people not really kind of at times not taking it seriously, thinking as if that was just another fad. But I was adamant that, well, in the beginning I was just kind of weighing out and saying I gave myself 3 or 4 months, and it was like, okay, cool, we'll be vegan for that long and see how it goes, and if we're still vegan in that time, But even after the first month and stuff, I knew that I was going to be there's no going back, because the way I felt, the way I started to think about things, it's just completely changed. I think it's just, it was no going back for me. But when I was telling people about it, and in the beginning I was also very shy. I was so shy to tell people about it, and I'd pick 1 or 2 friends that I first told that I became vegan, and I was kind of anticipating their reaction. So what you need to, number 1, is remember why you're going vegan, your reasons behind it, and 2, you need to communicate clearly what it is. It doesn't make you a freak, it doesn't make you someone crazy, it just means you're not consuming animal products. It means you're not eating meats, it means you're not eating dairy products, it means you're not consuming any seafood or any fish, it means you don't have any eggs, or you don't have any honey, just things like that. You need to clearly communicate it to your parents, I guess, your partner, your friends, if they ask you questions about it. Be comfortable and happy to talk about it. It might take time, that confidence to talk about veganism, but just give it some time and answer the questions once you're comfortable. If they ask you questions, where do you get your protein from, where do you get your iron from, where do you get this, that, seriously, just do some research. Find out for yourself, really, because I don't think that you should just do as you heard someone doing something. Look into it yourself, figure out what you need to eat, what kind of foods you like, make sure that you're getting all the different minerals and vitamins, make sure that you're eating a colorful, whole foods, plant-based diet with lots of beans, with lots of greens, with lots of different kinds of food groups, including your carbohydrates, a tiny little bit of fat, but some people just thrive on avocados, so if you go for it. Just making sure that you're consuming enough of everything. Work it out for yourself, and I'd say never talk, personally for me that is anyway, never talk about veganism with aggression, because I think it's just I know it can be very, very frustrating that other people are not seeing what you're seeing and not understanding that going vegan is actually healthier than consuming animal products. However, I do want to say that just because you're vegan doesn't mean you're 100% healthy. You can still be unhealthy vegan if you're just living off vegan junk food and freaking processed crap and just drinking sodas all day. It's not healthy either. It's just, ethically better. But why not be a healthful and ethical vegan, really? Because then you get the best of both worlds, and you can be a good example and good representative of what a vegan actually is. It can be. So yeah, in reality, in the beginning, you might get some pushback from people in your life, but remember that you're doing it for yourself. And I think the most thing that helped me is finding a vegan community wherever you live, or start one up. Like seriously, just within the age of social media, we are just so full on surrounded by everything, being so accessible to us. So just seriously, like Google vegan groups in your area, go to vegan group meetups. It's just like, it's incredible finding like-minded people who are into same kind of things as you are. Like for example, in Brisbane, we have Brisbane vegan cyclist groups. So we're all vegans and we're all into cycling. So there's just something we have in common, and it makes it easy. And you also can, get ideas from each other. You kind of hang out, and it just makes it good. So that's what I would recommend. Like, join as many vegan groups on Facebook as you can. Find that online community as well. Like, even if there's not many people in your area, if you live in a teeny little small town, for example, but you can find there's lots of vegans on YouTube, there's lots of vegan blogs, there's lots of vegan groups at other towns. Even you can just join them and see that you're not alone, you're not by yourself. Like, other people are doing this is like normal. This is not something crazy that you're like the only person doing this in the world. Like, no way, Jose. Like, in fact, in Australia, 1 in 4 people now is actually eating less meat or completely not eating meat, which is actually pretty amazing if you think of the population and like a total. So like all these people that I'm sitting like on the beach with right now, like lots of different people here and there, like at least 1 in 4 of them would be eating less or no meat. And it's like things like meatless Mondays and whatever else. It's it all works. Okay, back on topic. Relationships. Do you know what? I have got like experience with going vegan causing somewhat of, I guess, a bit of a roadblock in a relationship. But I think deep down, later on in life, you just realize that there are other underlying issues in the relationship itself, and the person can't just blame veganism, or like your partner, for example, if you're going vegan and they're not wanting and not interested in it, like they can't just blame veganism as a reason for relationship not working out. For example, if it didn't work out, right? Like, there would have been other underlying issues that going vegan would have just like pushed it a little bit over the edge. But just whatever you do, just always try to talk about it with kindness. Don't like get too irritated at other people in your life, like your parents or your friends, that are still not really understanding why you're doing it, because it takes time, and you didn't turn vegan overnight. Like, it took time for you to go vegan and understand and get to where you're at now. So don't just like hating them if you feel like they don't understand you. They may very well not be able to understand you right now, but what they can do is just see by you living example that vegan diet can be healthy and optimal for fitness and your performance, like fitness wise, job wise, career wise, whatever you're doing, uni. Just give it time, do research, find a community online, find people that are like-minded. If you can't find local groups, just join online communities, find a few YouTubers that you like to follow that talk about veganism, educate yourself on more and more. One, on vegan health, like how to be a healthy vegan, basically how to make sure you get the right nutrients, the right everything, so you're healthy. Get your blood checked as well. I would definitely recommend that if you're just starting out as well. Get a blood check now before you started, and then as you go on progressively, like get it checked somewhat regularly, like once a year or something, just to make sure that you with what you're eating in your diet, you're getting enough stuff and like enough nutrients and minerals and things like that. And I'm not saying it to, if you see an issue, to go back to eating like an omnivore. I'm saying if you see an issue, you figure out how to fix it in a vegan diet, because there are so many vegan diet you know, doctors and plant-based doctors and so many plant-based athletes, and there are so many people out there who are successful living on a vegan diet. So like, don't just, you know, if also there's so many people who are having issues with their health that are not vegan. So it's like, you can't just say that only vegans have issues with their health. Like, sure, it does not make you bulletproof going vegan, but it definitely helps you to avoid a number of issues. Absolutely 100%. Like, what do you think your blood, like your vessels, what's the word for it, you know what I mean, gets blocked with? It doesn't get blocked with freaking potatoes and carrots, I tell you that, or grapes. It gets blocked with the fat that's inside of and goes through animal tissue that people consume. So things like bacon and eggs and, you know, meats and pork and whatever. See, like for me, it feels wrong to say pork now because it's not pork, it's pig. So that's what I would really say. Like, I just say pig. Anyway, oh my god, I hope this video was helpful. I'm just like freaking ranting on and on and on about stuff here. We're just talking and talking and talking. So yeah, socially, just understand why you're doing it. Understand if it's important enough for you. And sometimes not all relationships meant to last. I mean, obviously, if it's your family, you got to be a lot more, you know, understanding with them because family is in your life for life, basically. But it doesn't mean that you need to change who you are or bend yourself backwards to make sure that you fit into their standards. The same as like if you're in a relationship and you love them very, very deeply. Yes, it's fine and it's all very well, but it doesn't mean you need to freaking bend over backwards and be exactly what they want you to be and what their idea of an ideal partner is. Like, it's just like, it's not right and it's not fair and you shouldn't have to do it. It's my idea. Oh my god, that's completely slightly different, but no, it's still on topic, so we'll keep that in. But yeah, just be brave, give it time, stay confident, find people in the area, find people online, educate yourself, do lots of research, and enjoy it. Like, enjoy this experience, enjoy learning on how to be vegan, enjoy learning what it's like, and good luck, basically. Ask us more questions, I can do more videos on different things. And as per usual, remember to stop counting calories and count your hills. Count the adventures, count your passions, and I'll see you again for another video. Bye.